Flock's lawyers just made a huge move pushing for his release in 2025, and now we've got an updated phone call straight from Flock on the inside.
I know what's going on, man. Flock, I know something. Man, like, free me to the guys, man. Hey, yo, like, I'll be back real soon. Shout out to my fans and my supporters, man. I love all y'all, man. For all of you out there, violence, man. For me, and do what y'all supposed to do, man. For me, get through life correctly, bro. Like, get money.
It was announced that KayFlock submitted a bond request in court earlier this morning. He's been locked up since 2021, and his lawyers are raising serious concerns about his safety inside. According to reports, Flock's team told the court that inmates have been targeting him for money snacks and commissary goods, leading to multiple altercations. The situation is eerily similar to what we saw with YNW Melly, who faced almost identical issues behind bars. Even Charleston White weighed in, pointing out how both rappers are battling the same type of struggles while fighting serious charges.
Even the YNW Melly, I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated. Yeah, I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated, homie. Homie, when you take a life, homie, you ain't got a right to complain about a motherfucking thing, about being mistreated. When you done chose to play somebody.
KayFlock's jail situation ties directly back to the serious charges he's facing. But his lawyers believe he has a real shot at being released soon. Court documents outline exactly what went down. On December 23rd, 2021, New York rapper KayFlock Real, named Kevin Perez, was linked to the fatal shooting of Oscar Hernandez. According to reports, Flock was walking with two people when he passed a Harlem barbershop surveillance shows him wearing a blue jacket and ski mask. That's when Hernandez stepped. Outside spotted Flock and shouted, "What are you looking at?" sparking a heated argument. After the exchange, Hernandez turned back toward the shop. But that's when things escalated. Flock allegedly pulled a firearm from his waistband and opened, fire striking Hernandez in the neck and back. Multiple 911 calls flooded in, and while paramedics rushed Hernandez to the hospital, he later passed away. At the scene, police recovered shell casings and Hernandez's slides. At first, they didn't know who the masked suspect was, so they released images asking the public for help. But fans quickly recognized KayFlock not just by appearance, but by the same $4,000 designer fit he had flexed on Instagram hours earlier. Once word spread, police issued a warrant. Realizing the heat was on him, Flock used his last moments of freedom to secure one of the top defense attorneys in New York. He eventually surrendered at the 30th precinct, with his lawyer releasing a statement. I accompanied Kevin as he self-surrendered. Arrangements were made immediately, once I learned he was wanted. Regarding these charges, we've already begun investigating the allegations. However, given the district attorney's disclosure this morning, the NYPD received a tip suggesting someone else was the shooter. We demand full access to the videos referenced in the complaint. Flock's lawyer reviewed the evidence and maintains the rapper acted in self-defense, setting the stage for a long legal.
When the guy hits the ground and is found, he's got a loaded that was in his pocket that his hand was on at the time. We consider that to be self-defense.
So he did take him in self-defense.
That's what the allegation is. I don't want to talk too much about the details of the case,
Okay.
but the government claims that he pulled but at the same time, the person that was ground had his hand on a illegal loaded, apparently about Kevin.
Okay. So without saying too much, you're arguing obviously self-defense. That's the crux.
That could be one of the arguments, self-defense. And I would say to the public, somebody's walking up to you with a loaded, it's pretty clear is going to use it, with a criminal record a mile long. Do you want to get, or do you not want to?
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't hesitate to pull it.
According to the NYPD, the shooting wasn't just random. They believe it was tied to KayFlock's alleged affiliation with a Bronx-based street crew. Flock's history, they claim, is filled with street-related incidents. And because of his reputation and influence, he was seen as both a major player and a prime target for retaliation from his ops. Prosecutors are now using this alleged gang connection to try and bury Flock's name even deeper in the case. But not everyone is buying that narrative. In fact, one of Flock's closest friends spoke out saying,
Okay, but so I saw some fans who were off at both me and academics after KayFlock got locked up. Because, well, just because I guess, like, you know, in our tone when we talked about it, you know, it might have seemed like we were being a little too presumptuous. But is that weird for you? Because I'm sure you see people all the way from rappers to whoever acting like, you know, your boy is just done and he's cooked in this situation.
I ain't gonna lie, people, especially people that don't even be knowing, like, y'all don't even know what's going on, bro.
Yeah. KayFlock's legal team decided that claiming self-defense was his strongest shot at freedom. Lawyers felt confident they could beat the case, even predicting that Flock could be walking free as early as 2025. That news alone had rappers across the industry reacting to his situation.
What's it like for you watching the KayFlock thing happen? That's crazy. Next big artist coming out of New York.
I love Flock, so I like that. I like that. That's my guy.
Okay.
But, you know, I'm wishing him the best right now, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, for the alleged charges they pushing on him, you know what I'm saying? I'm wishing his family the best. I'm wishing the whole team the best and everything, you know what I'm saying? And I hope he beat them alleged charges, you know what I'm saying? Because he got a lot of future brightness he got, and I hope, you know what I'm saying? Everything just wake all the young kids up. Like how fat it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be a sad story if that's the end of it.
No, we ain't gonna think like that, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta stay pumped.
While KayFlock's team was gearing up for his defense the following week brought a huge setback, he was indicted by a federal grand jury on racketeering conspiracy charges, better known as a RICO. The news shook fans and the hip-hop world. One fan posted, "KayFlock just caught a RICO. It's over." Even DJ Academics weighed in saying, "Feds just unsealed an indictment on KayFlock for a RICO charge. If he doesn't beat this or snitch, that's life in prison. And don't forget, he's still facing state charges. To pray for him." This development had people worried, and many pointed out how it fits the same pattern we've seen before, feds targeting rappers the moment they gain momentum. Boozy himself compared it to YNW Melly's case, warning, "When they want you, they'll do anything to get you."
When they want you, they want you. I knew they wanted them bad when they waited for that law to get passed. So it'd be 8-4.
Oh, right, yeah.
You know, they waited all the way till that law got passed to take him to trial.
Yeah, he was in jail for what, 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah, they could have been took you to trial.
You're right.
They waited till that law got passed and took him to trial a couple months later. When they want you, man. Just don't see how he didn't get a bond after a fucking mistrial.
When the RICO charges dropped on KayFlock, even his lawyers seemed stunned. They released a statement saying, "We're not surprised by the federal charges as we've been fighting Kevin's state case for over a year now." The incident was a clear act of self-defense and the original charge wasn't even that strong. To now use it as the basis for a federal penalty is extraordinary. They pointed to video evidence showing Kevin trying to walk away before things escalated. Only after Oscar Hernandez reached into his pocket did KayFlock react, believing Oscar was about to pull a weapon. In a neighborhood crawling with rival street members, Flock was already on edge. His defense argues he acted only to protect himself and others from what looked like an armed threat, but the feds aren't stopping there. According to academics, investigators even approached Flock's co-defendant, Sticky, asking him to flip. Sticky refused, reportedly telling them, "I'll see you in 30 years, and later posting a throwback photo of him and Flock at Rolling Loud with the caption, "Guess we gotta fight for our freedom together too." While Sticky is showing loyalty, the reality is that there are at least 15 other people in the indictment. The feds are banking on some of them cracking under the pressure. Most won't want to risk decades in prison and could take deals. This echoes what happened in Lil Durk's case when rumors swirled about his own co-defendant snitching. For example, Durk's co-defendant OTF Vonnie was reported to have filed for protective custody when they appeared in court together, which had Durk's close friend Bezo reacting heatedly on IG Live.
No motherfucker know what's going on, but them people that's in them courtrooms, man. For real. Them be false accusations. Y'all don't even know what the be going on for real. Y'all really be trying to play Inspector Gadget and all this. Y'all just be weird as that's what I be talking about, man. Like, first y'all threw the jams rumors out there. Now y'all talking about money a snitch, gang. A snitch on what? Y'all don't even really know what's going on for real. My kids, y'all really just be running. And that's why I don't participate in nothing that got to do with nothing illegal. Because of you motherfuckers, y'all be trying to get them put under the jail.
With all the chaos surrounding his case, we finally heard directly from KayFlock himself. He managed to hop on FaceTime with some friends on the outside, though no one's sure how he even got access to make that type of call from jail. Still the short. Clip showed him looking alive and holding it together. Flock gave a quick update saying he's got commissary money and can buy whatever he needs on the inside. But fans quickly noticed something else. He didn't look like the same. Confident KayFlock, we're used to seeing. Many believe the weight of his case along with the constant tension in jail has left him shaken. The call barely lasted 20 seconds before cutting off. I can't play it here due to copyright, but these photos give a clear glimpse of Flock's state of mind and how he's really handling things behind bars.